let's not waste any time and go through this entire list of units so I can tell you which unit is actually worth you spending your gift cards on. I mean, everything at the end of the day is free, but there's definitely some units I don't really think they're worth picking up, but there's definitely some that do have some value. First things first, our first units here, this Goku, no. Dispo, no. Honestly, this Skinny Boo has his value in the first 7 turns of any fight with his, dodge and defense and stuff like that. So I feel like if you, need some help with very, very short content or need, any help on any of these teams right here, when it comes to the first 7 turns, this unit I think can definitely put in some work for you. But he's definitely not the greatest unit of all time, but there's definitely some value with this Skinny Boo here, or yeah, whatever you want to call him. Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla, she has that, dodge chance, but she isn't anything too crazy after EZA. Cell, no. Honestly, 17, no. Bullpen, no. Golden Frieza definitely has value as a defensive option, especially if you EZA this character. Even in difficult content to this day, as long as you remain under or over a certain amount of HP, you're not taking any damage with this Golden Frieza. So I will say right now, Golden Frieza as well as Skinny Boo are options that do have value, but I would say Golden Frieza so far is the best one on this list that we have seen. This Goku, no. Blue Goku, no. Vegeta, no. Kaioken Goku, no. Skip. I mean, you're not bad. It's just you perform better when you're facing a Vegeta, and there's only like a few times you're really facing a Vegeta in Dokkan. So I would just say no. No for you, no for you, no for you. This Tech Trunks, actually, he's not a bad unit. If you're facing multiple enemies, he gets like, I don't know, 106. I think it's 160% defense after his EZAs, and he has a chance to guard. So he can look really good in difficult content, or I guess when facing 2 or more enemies, but I wouldn't necessarily say he's like the greatest for that, but I still think there is a little bit of value attached to this character, but nothing too crazy. And then we get to probably the best character on this list. Honestly, Janembu, I think there's a lot of value in Janembu. You see a lot of people running this guy in difficult content for any one of these 5 teams here. This guy, I think with his defensive stacking and what he really just provides overall for defensive utility on the team, he can get up to really high defensive stats in long events. I think he's definitely one of the better units on this list. Obviously, post EZA and all that good stuff, but is it post EZA? Hold on. Let me see something really quick. No, yeah, it is just post EZA for sure. This guy's good. I would say he's one of the better options on this list. If you need help with any one of these 3 or 5 teams, actually, I do recommend picking up a copy of this character if you do not have them already. I would say him and Golden Frieza are 2 of the best options so far that we've seen on this list. And then we have Karoli, no. Toa, you're a baddie, but unfortunately, no. Pycon, no. Vegito, no. Skip. Rubrienne, I mean, if you need some Peppy Gal support or Peppy, I mean, she just recently got her EZA, so she's not bad. It's just, she's not like anything too absurdly crazy. I'd say skip. I mean, Celza, I mean, again, with these, no, I can't sit here and in good faith tell you he's a good unit. At least better than what we've seen so far. Skip. Demigra after, I mean, Demigra isn't bad after Awakening, right? He's just not what these other units are. But Demigra, it's just that you're not really going to be using this Demigra too often, unless you just have no other options. But even like these teams aren't just the most popular, so it's like unless you just love Demigra, which I don't know who does, you're not really getting much value out of him. I'd say skip. This Vegeta is actually quite interesting because after his EZA, this Vegeta I've seen do very, very interesting things in terms of utility. Let me go ahead and pull. I actually have a side thing pulled up here right now, just so I can go ahead and read you what he does after EZA. So yeah, 120% to attack and defense, 20% defense per key sphere obtained. And granted, not the craziest ability, but when you keep in mind that he changes orbs into int, his defensive stat can look pretty good. especially the fact that he raises attack and defense for 3 turns. This Vegeta could look decent defensively, and the same thing goes for that STR Goku we're about to get to in a second. So this unit, I mean, again, he's on some decent teams, right? So if you need help with like Majin Buu Saga or Vegeta's family, this is not a bad option. He can be good defensively. He's just not anything crazy, unfortunately. I would still say, in terms of just value, Tech Janembu as well as Golden Frieza are just slightly higher in terms of that, again, defensive value. I would say Golden Frieza, not anymore. He used to be good with his defensive stacking, but he just stacks too slow now. No. I mean, Piccolo after EZA is not bad. But he only has like value in like those events that you need to do a lot of damage in, like let's say the punching bag event, stuff like that. This guy isn't really, or maybe World Tournament too, because he is an AOE. But World Tournament, it's best to run extreme class characters, but even so, it's like not everyone has those extreme class characters. So if you need some AOE help for World Tournament, this guy is definitely a nice bet, especially after EZA. 21 is not bad at all after her EZA. I just wouldn't say she's anything too crazy. But you know, I think if you need some or any help on any of these teams, then you know, she could be a decent option, especially after her EZA. No to this Goku, at least not yet. No. This Trunks right here, right now he's not that great. No, actually, no, he's not good. Okay, he's a very old unit. But what's interesting is that his EZA has to be coming up at some point whenever we reach another Future Saga celebration. And when he gets his EZA, this character I think is going to be very interesting, because already, if this character is already built up, like, you know, let's say you're at really low HP, this unit has 120% defense, around there, and 40% damage reduction. It's a very good base for a character, and they're raising their defense for 6 turns. So if you have a lot of additionals on this character, you can get up to a, you know, decent 200k defense-ish with this character if your HP is low enough, on a 200% lead, of course, and 40% damage reduction without an EZA, which is definitely decent in today's meta. I think buying this character, if you don't have them, just for the sole purpose of, you know, waiting for their EZA could be a good thing to go, because this is one of those characters where it's like they have a really good foundation, so it'd be really hard to mess up a character's EZA like this. I mean, but again, this is not really like a offensive unit. This is clearly meant to be a defensive character here. So I think upon EZA, this could be one of the better defensive options in the game, especially for these teams that you see right here, all 11 of these categories. So a decent option for the future, but not necessarily right now. And future, no pun intended, because I know it's future Trunks, but you get the point. SCR Topo used to be a really decent support. He still is, but it's like, in difficult content today, he's just not really all that. He can easily get slapped up. But if you're looking for better options at your current Dokkan account and you need support for all allies, and you're trying to run any of these teams here, he could be a decent option. Again, he's just not that great in the content we're facing today. I would say no, not really. I mean, this is another AoE option, by the way. If you need, again, more AoE help in World Tournament, this is a place for you to go. He is an extreme class character, by the way. No, this actually, if you're running the crossover category, this guy is a really good option for you to run. Yeah, just keep in mind that I don't know who really runs crossover like that. Skip. Again, I already mentioned this Goku, you know, and the Vegeta have that orb changing ability and the possibility of having good defense. I think Vegeta more so than Goku, though. And then, you know, skip. Kefla after EZA is actually pretty decent, so I wouldn't sit here and knock her for anything. So I would say, again, if you need help on any of these categories and you have the possibility of EZA and Kefla, go for it. And I would say that Physical Weirus here after EZA, not the best unit of all time, but the value, especially on like a mono physical team, is definitely high because of his ability to double orb change as well as dodge. So I feel like this character, you know, is one of the more valuable characters on this list just for that double orb changing alone. I wouldn't put him higher than, like, you know, Tech Janembu or anything like that, but I do think that he is a great option. And if you need help with, let's say you let's say you have a very strong mono-physical team, meaning a team of all physical characters. This could be a great unit to slap on that team just to get the full strength out of that team out, just in case, you know, this character is on rotation. You have them floating, and now the entire orb, I guess not the entire field, but a majority of the field turns physical, and you can get your physical LRs as much key as possible, doing as much damage as possible. So, and you know, not a bad unit, but nothing too crazy. Kale, no Bergadmo. When he gets an easier, we can talk about it. No. Chow, best unit of all time. No. I mean, this Boo is actually really good. I really love this Boo. He's actually been power crept heavily, but when he first had his EZA, I really did like this character. I would say in this entire list, and if you want to go just pure value, I would say Physical Weirus, Tech Janembu, as well as AGL Golden Frieza. But I would say any purchases that would pretty much make sense in terms of if you're trying to find a very niche situation. Because I tried to go through these characters and pinpoint the best ones as well as where you can really use them in. But, you know, Skinny Boo, again, for that really short form content, the 6-7 turns that he's going to be really good with all the dodging and stuff. I think has a lot of value in there. After that, though, he's not really going to be doing too great. But this guy is decent. You can get some dodges out of Caulifla, but don't really count on it, honestly. Golden Frieza is definitely one of the most valuable characters easily on this list. Tech Janembu, another very valuable character on this list. In terms of the int characters, Vegeta could be very good, depending on how many orbs you actually get, so just keep that in mind. I would say investing in this guy's future, no pun intended, could be a decent thing to do. Oh, it's 40. No, it is 30% damage reduction. Yeah, 38%. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, cool. So again, a decent thing to invest in. This unit could also, I mean, I feel like they could have a really interesting easy in the future as well, but nothing too. I don't know what they're gonna do, honestly. Topo, decent support. So if you need some support for those teams or for these teams, where are they? Hold on. Any support for these teams, consider getting them done. But he is an all types support, not necessarily a support for any one of these specific categories down here, right? And then we do have just, you know, nothing too crazy. I would say, yeah, those few options are definitely the best. Let me know what you guys think, though. I don't really know what you have, what you don't have, what options are going to be the most meaningful to you. That's why I just went through this entire list and just gave you my honest thoughts on each character that I thought was actually viable. So hopefully you enjoyed. And if you're still watching this video, I need you to comment 8, 5, 7. That way I know that you made it through this entire thing. And you're really supporting the content. I appreciate you. Just chill video today. Hopefully I'll be able to stream today, so we'll see how that goes. Thank you for supporting, and I will see you in the next one.